And with tip-off coming up.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point guard. And for Denver, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Atlanta with the ball. Collins. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
And here is Murray. And that one drops for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And finished off by Collins.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Harris passes to Jokic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here's Herter, guarded by Harris. Pass to Hunter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Now, here's Capella. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the technical free throw is good.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
Capella with the bucket. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Outside for Millsap. The offensive rebound. That one misses. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Young. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Murray with it. Harris inside. Barton outside. He dishes it to Millsap.
And, you know, Paul Millsap is a guy who epitomizes professionalism. Wherever he's been, he's always played his role well. 6-man starter, star player. He does what's asked of him.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Michael Porter comes in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. The kick out to T. Back to Dedmon. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Teague, following the miss by Michael Porter. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Craig, good.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 3-point lead. Feeds to Dedmon. The shot from the low post is good. Dedmon's got his second basket of the game.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Millsap passes to Plumlee. Floats it up for Millsap.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
The Hawks leading by 3. Dedmon kicks to Bembry. Back to Dedmon. To the inside. The kick out to T. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Dedmon's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Porter, here we go. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. A nice shot by Teague.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Millsap, and the layup is good. Millsap's got 8 points.
Superb concentration that time from Millsap, the veteran, just able to overpower the defense on these tough finishes.
Here's Reddish. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also like the attack off the bounce. I mean, they're taking the initiative here in terms of getting into the lane and forcing the defense to collapse.
Plumlee out there with Grant. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Bembry the pass to Jones. And the shot is good.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Porter outside. It's rebounded by T. Here's Fernando. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Out to the right wing. Here's Craig. Connects from 3-point range. Craig's got 5 points so far.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Jones. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's Porter. Rebound by the Hawks. Bembry the pass to Jones. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Martin comes in for Porter. Harris has checked in for Torrey Craig. And Murray subbed in for Morris. Harris dishes to Grant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Young kicks to Hunter. Dishes it to Capella. That shot no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, I have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Here's Capella. Good defense by Jokic.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And Barton throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Capella, the pass to Collins. One-on-one here. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Capella. Here's Hurt, guarded by Harris. Capella dishes to Collins. And they get it, and the dunk by Capella.
Clint Capella has what we call raw strength, and because of that, he's able to play through contact and score the ball.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Jeremy Grant. The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That's good from Capella. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Jokic from the baseline. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
And that one's good. Hunter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Passes it to Jokic. Here's Millsap. No good on that one. Collins with some nice D. Hunter, the pass to Herter. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Speed and athleticism of Barton, superb. So venomous on these drives to the rim. Take that, fellas.
17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Left side, Harris. Murray finds Jokic. Good work defensively by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. It's stolen by Harris. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie, well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said, and that'll do it for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Herter. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Floats it up for Jokic. And he lays in the alley-oop. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. A different look for Denver. Plumlee comes in for Paul Millsap. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have, Greg, a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Hey, there's no denying it, fellas. Teague is one of the quicker guys in the league, blasting off in transition.
Murray left side. He feeds it to Porter. Murray with it. He's picked up by Collins. Clock at 6. And a wide open look for Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Trae Young. Craig can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 6. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Hawks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And then for Atlanta, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Damian Jones. And Bruno Fernando subbed in for John Collins. He was all alone on that one. Fernando's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks. And there's the pass to Plumlee. Porter outside. Atlanta with the rebound.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
He gets it in there. Fernando's got 9 points.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Teague against Morris. Bembry the pass to Fernando. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Porter, no luck.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Will Barton in for Michael Porter. And the wide open shot from Morris. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Atlanta leading by 7. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Come to me, come to me.
Barton against Young. Barton passes to Jokic. There's the feed to Millsap. Here's Craig. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Gary Harris is out there with Will Barton. And it's Craig in at the 3, the small forward.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Denver making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Hunter's checked in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Collins checked in for Atlanta.
And, you know, guys, it's really obvious that Jokic wants to keep getting better. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, and I think the sky's the limit.
Hunter, the pass to Collins. Kicks to Capella. Back to Collins. Shoots over Barton. Shot by Collins, no good. The Nuggets trail by 7. Floats it up for Jokic.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Herter passes to Collins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Millsap. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You just can't allow Millsap to get that kind of position. I mean, once he does have it, he's determined to score or at least get fouled.
The Hawks leading by 3. To the paint, here's Hunter. Barton with the rebound. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
And Jokic slams it in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Capella, and it's in there. And it's 7 points for Clint Capella.
I love what Capella brings to the game. Tough, physical, strong, relentless. Got to respect what he does on these contact finishes.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
Young, good.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Millsap passes to Harris. Back to Millsap. Pulls up from the corner. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And he gets it to go. And now a 5-point Hawks lead.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And Young kicks to Collins. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Millsap dishes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Fast break, the Hawks. And that one's good, Hunter. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Young against Murray. Cuts off the pass. And here's the fast break. Collins looking around. Here's Capella. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Capella has the size and ability to score down in the paint. I like his assertiveness.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Millsap. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Millsap's got 8 points here in this quarter.
A huge possession, and Millsap comes through. He's known as a leader, and that is how you lead by example.
The Hawks working the ball around. Now Hunter. Back to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
Passes it to Jokic. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Martin's checked in for Porter. Stolen by Collins. Up top, Capella. Young passes to Capella. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Jokic slings it in.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
And that's an intentional foul. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So it's Denver again turning it over.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low. I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Capella. Denver grabs the miss.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Back to Harris from outside the arc. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Capella inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Moments away is... Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin. The Atlanta Hawks are a team trying to rock.
They're fun to watch, D.A., thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. And it's Young in at the point. And it's the Hawks to start out. Here's Capella. Rebound, Boston.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Brown wide open.
Have it out of pass.
And stolen by Tatum. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Tatum.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special. And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Here's Herter. Here's Capella. 4 on the shot clock. And too long on the shot. Hayward with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Hayward can't hit. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And, Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Tatum's got 5 now.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Tice. The kick out to Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Walker. Tatum trying to break free. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. The Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Young against Hayward. Young passes to Capella. Young dishes to Capella. Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
And you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Celtics leading by 6. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Damian Jones comes in for John Collins. Bembry's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teague in for Young. And then for Boston, Williams, he's checked in for Hayward. Marcus Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Here's Tice following the bucket by the Hawks. .149 left to play here in the first. Misses from close range. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. 1:41 left in the first quarter of the game. Teague dishes to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. To the right side. Here's Reddish. And Kanter pulls it down. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point lead.
Awesome ability to focus there by Tatum. He just has a feel and a belief in what he's doing out there.
And Reddish with the slam.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Smart, wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Teague, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Just a stellar job from Jeff Teague to get hit and still possess the wherewithal to finish off the play.
Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 9.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
It's Jones on the wing. The kick out to Teague. Pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. Kicks it out to Jones. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Bembry misses.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Tatum. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
I tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Inside. Jones, the pass to Teague. Back to Jones. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at center. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Smart kicks to Williams. Here's Tatum. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. Tatum's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Celtics. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Smart's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Teague can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart. Tatum's got 15.
Shifty, elusive offensively. Tatum's scoring potential is through the roof.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Yes, that goes in. Here's Wanamaker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Fires the three. He's off on that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Really impressive to see Jeff Teague really taking off there on that dunk.
Here's Wanamaker. Smart on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA, struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Collins.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Now here's Brown. D right on him. Walker finds Brown. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Shot by Collins, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Hawks passing it around. Capella with it. He's picked up by Walker. And here is Capella. Dishes to Hunter. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. Boston leading by 14. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Young against Walker. To the middle. Here's Tice.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
To the inside. The kick out to Young. Dedmon inside. And so it's Boston with a shot. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 17. And that'll do it for our halftime report.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
On the court right now for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here is Young. Down low, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Kept alive. The Hawks trail by 16. To the paint, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Walker in the post, defended by Young. And for the Hawks, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Herter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Already impressing at a young age, Kevin Herter's dead-eye accuracy from deep, combined with being a fearless competitor going inside. That's going to pay some dividends throughout his career.
And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. Brown feeling it out a bit. Walker against Young. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 6.
And Walker, the definition of a creative finisher. No foul, no problem.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Now, here's Hunter. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. Collins passes to Capella. Drops in the layup for 2. 6 points for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brown down low, and then Brown with the dunk.
And love seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who really bashes it in the basket.
And stolen by Hayward. Launches the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Young. Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading by 14. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Now, here is Young. Here's Capella. Pass to Herter. And here is Capella. 6 to shoot. To the middle. And stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Walker leading the charge.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
The Hawks trail by 18. Right side, Collins. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Herter. The pass to Capella. The Hawks again can't hit. Outside Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Capella. No good. Shot missing. Williams with the defensive effort. From the stripe. Tatum no good. Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Hunter kicks to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Capella, the pass to Herter. Back to Capella. The kick out to Young. Pass to Capella. Here's Herter. From past the arc. Cranes the three-pointer. Herter's got 5.
Well, that's who Herter is outside on the perimeter. A confident long-range shooter.
Brown outside. Up again. And Williams is right there. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
And Brown over to help. Now, here's Hunter. Defended by Hayward. No good with the layup.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Capella, high post.
And the defensive prowess of Williams, just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the heads of shooters.
And so it's... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. They've got Bembry, also Teague out there. Reddish out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. So that's the Hawks 5. Wow, here's Brown. Passes to Tice. In the corner, Smart with it. There's Brown with the 3. Hits that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
Fernando, the pass to Teague. He dishes it to Dedmon. The kick out to Teague. Pass to Bembry. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And while Teague certainly looks for his shot often out there, he also possesses strong handles and a good passing ability.
Now the pass to Tice. Now Brown. Cantor inside. Dedmon's there. On the wing, Brown. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D for the Hawks. Jones checked in for Bruno Fernando. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Teague. And then for Boston, Williams comes in for Cantor. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Walker against Young. Here's Reddish.
Reddish in constant motion that time and able to draw foul.
That free throw good from Reddish. Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Boston also with the sub. Tatum's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Outside, Walker kicks it to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Walker. And he overshot that one, missing.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And the wide open shot from Reddish. No good on the triple. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brown outside. Rebound, Atlanta. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. A shot by Reddish, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Boston again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Here's Young. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Young with the ball. Back to Jones. Over Tice. Jones, no luck. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The three from Tatum. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And taken away by Brown. Pass to Tatum. Now the dish to Walker. Back to Tatum. He kicks it to Brown. Jacks up a three. Misses there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. We are near.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now, here's Jokic. Barton passes to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, Millsap. Floats it up for Jokic. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Boston has possession. Walker looking for an opening. Passes it to Tice. Outside, Walker. From 15 feet away, it's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris's play trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Hayward can't hit. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Murray kicks to Barton. Millsap passes to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Barton finds Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Tice. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Oh, that was something else.
You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here we go again. The Celtics in transition. Up the court they go. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can go get it.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Jokic slams it in.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Now here's Walker for Murray. Walker's shot is off.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
They get the rebound. Here's Jokic. Millsap left side. Murray outside. From downtown, Hayward grabs the board. Celtics leading by 4. It's Brown with the drop.
Oh, see that? Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees.
Millsap. Here's Jokic. Can't connect from short range. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics and finished off by Brown.
Oh, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. Tatum finds Walker. And here's Brown outside. Poked loose.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Barton passes to Millsap. The kick out to Barton. Back to Millsap. Floats it up for Jokic. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And then for Denver, Porter comes in for Will Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris. And it's Brown missing. The Nuggets trail by 8. Throws it up high and finished off by Porter.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Walker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Kanter able to finish.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Cantor. Here's Brown. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
And the determination of Brown is phenomenal. No one is going to stop these shots from going down.
Some changes for Boston. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Down low. And it's slammed in by Plumlee. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smart dishes to Williams. Back to Smart, takes the three. The rebound by Grant. The Nuggets trail by 7. And Plumlee kicks to Porter. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Back to Cantor. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He put together quite a quarter. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
selfless. I mean, you need to put your pride.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Grant is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2. Craig passes to Plumlee. That's tipped.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Williams. Pass to Williams. Brown feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. There's the pass to Wanamaker. Second shot opportunity. And it's Brown missing. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's the lob to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Smart on the wing. Back to Wanamaker. Morris against Smart. Got it. Good job in the low post. Smart's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston. Inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. He feeds it to Hayward. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. The Nuggets also changing it up. Martin's checked in for Porter. And Harris subbed in for Torrey Craig. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Boston. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Kemba Walker in for Smart. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic is checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Murray subbed in for Morris.
And the soft touch from the mid-range. Good choice by Walker to just rise and fire right there.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
Oh, Tatum in position. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Barton throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. .144 left in the first half. 2 points, that one goes.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Murray.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Wanamaker. Hayward passes to Wanamaker. A 3 ball. Hayward can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 7. Floats it up for Jokic. Back to Barton. Over Tice. Barton, no luck. The Celtics have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Tremendous confidence in this young man. He understands the game. He believes he's going to make plays.
Cantor checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Brad Wanamaker.
Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
And that one is off. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
Murray outside. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound. Here's Millsap. Off with the layup. Boston leading by 12. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Murray kicks to Barton. Back to Murray. Pass to Millsap. Over Tice. And so it's Boston with a 14. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here. It was a big-time first quarter for Jaylen Brown. He ended up with 17 points. And that'll...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
Here's Walker. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Walker's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
And here's Brown outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Barton. Misses off the left iron. Boston leading by 14. Ball going up court. Jokic with the steal. Harris inside. He's covered by Brown. Hayward goes in, and Hayward hit the stuff.
Once Hayward gets downhill, it's over. Nice first to the bucket.
And the rejection by Tatum. And Hayward hit the stuff.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Millsap passes to Jokic. Barton outside. Murray outside. Hits it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
You gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
Tatum on the wing. Back to Walker. Brown against Harris. The 10-footer. And another basket for Boston.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Murray to the inside. Millsap. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Free throw drops for Millsap. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. They led by as many as 18 points, and that one is good.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Porter kicks to Craig. Oh, Porter in position. Williams with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Brown, and it's good off the back rim and in. Brown's got 23 points.
It's amazing. The development of Brown as a scorer, and he's an exciting two-way talent. He's showing us all that tonight.
Porter outside. Doesn't go that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. Celtics leading by 19 points. There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Celtics passing it around. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Williams. 25 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Morris. Feeds it to Plumlee. The kick out to Porter. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Millsap finds Porter and finished off by Porter.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
On the wing, Williams. Passes it to Wanamaker. Brown wide open. He fires. But they'll get another chance. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 19.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to get the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Millsap passes to Porter. Morris with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Shot clock at 3. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
I love the way Walker plays defense. He gets right in the grill.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 19. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Grant down low with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to Walker. Pass to Hayward. Now Walker. And here's Tatum for 3. Boston again missing. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Up the floor. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And the pass to Grant. To the left side wing. Walker against Murray. Floats it up for Jokic. The shot misses. Celtics leading by 19 points. In the corner, it's Hayward. Beyond the arc. Here's Tatum. The feed to Smart. This one for 3. Hayward can't hit.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. It's a good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Jokic with the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Walker goes in. It's good.
But Walker has speed to burn. A nightmare keeping him out of the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 19. And here's Porter. And he converts the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Celtics have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. In the corner, Tatum with it. And that one, good. And the Celtics lead by 19.
I mean, you see the strength of Tatum already, broad shoulders, and able to make shots through contact.
Craig, good. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Walker the pass to Hayward. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Makes it off the glass.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Hayward on the wing. Back to Smart. Hayward left side. Here's Cantor. And yes, it's good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Outside Porter. Pass to Grant. Hayward comes with the double team. Back to Grant. The kick out to Porter. And stolen by Hayward.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jaylen Brown.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Jason Tatum. Green, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Langford subbed in for Smart. Here's Murray. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for Walker. He drains the quick shot.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Plumlee, the pass to Bates Diop. Back to Plumlee. Murray for three. Rebound Boston. Pass to Langford. Kicks it to Williams. From deep. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. It's the NBA on. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Herter passes to Capella. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Jokic, it's good on the putback.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Collins against Millsap. Here's Herter. And stolen by Barton. One-on-one here. Here's Harris. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Now, here's Jokic. Harris kicks to Barton. At the elbow, Jokic. Good work there as it goes.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Barton dishes to Millsap. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Young with no one around. His three-pointers off the mark. Nuggets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Barton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nuggets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jones checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Herter. And Denver also making a switch. Craig's checked in. Now, here is Young. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Here's Barton. Here's Jokic. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Passes to Craig. It's a hand on it, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Collins finds Jones. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Craig passes to Plumlee. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Damian Jones. The Hawks trail by 6. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Grant, that's good.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Bembry the pass to Fernando. Can't hit from in close.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Plumlee, no luck. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Bembry kicks to Reddish. It's to Dedmon. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Teague the pass to Dedmon. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bembry. It's stolen by Morris. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Fernando. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others. It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with...
And so the first quarter is in the books. Denver on top, up by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Teague out there with Reddish. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the 4-man position.
Whew. He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react. Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Plumlee with the steal. Harris inside. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Inside. It's picked off. Here's Fernando. And Grant sends it back. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Stolen. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Fernando. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Fernando's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And the turnover again by Denver. So for the Hawks, Damian Jones is checked in for Clint Capella. John Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. Young is subbed in for Teague. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. Martin's checked in for Porter. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. Harris kicks to Millsap. the D for the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
I love this about Paul Millsap. Takes it up strong in the face of good defense.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Jones to the left wing. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded closely, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Andre Bembry's checked in for Atlanta. Jones drives in.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Martin left side. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Huerter. With the second effort, Jones the pass to Huerter. Clock at 6. It's Young on the wing. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Jones, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Millsap with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Murray, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. Young, right side. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night, he finds ways to still make plays.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Over to the left wing. Collins kicks to Bembry. Over to the wing. The kick out to Young. 6 to shoot. Reddish dishes to Young. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Craig. The Nuggets with another miss. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Murray. Bembry the pass to Capella. Good work defensively by Millsap.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
To the paint, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Capella dishes to Reddish. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Man,
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the point. Count it, good. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists, and also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And the three ball is good. And now a 10-point Nugget lead.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
Young finds Capella. Collins with it. And finished off by Collins.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Grant gets a wide open look. No good from outside. Atlanta shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Some solid defense from Grant. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Martin. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away. Well, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
The Hawks trail by 6. Hunter with it. Guarded now by Morris. Hunter, the pass to Fernando. To the middle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to Reddish. Here's Fernando. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
So for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedman comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Bembry in for DeAndre Hunter. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Denver. Jones kicks to Reddish. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Dedman passes to Bembry. Porter with a block.
And, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Jamal Murray. The Nuggets leading by 4. Morris dishes to Porter. The 3. Morris, no good. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Reddish kicks to Teague. He dishes it to Reddish. He feeds it to Dedman. Tries again. The kick out to Teague. Here's Bembry. Millsap covering. Outside Teague. Misses the 3.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
The Nuggets have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Jeff Teague. The Hawks trail by 6. Reddish the pass to Dedmon, and the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. Denver's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Morris kicks to Craig. Here's Plumlee. Denver passing it around. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Cam Reddish gets low to the ground, has serious moves off the handle, and then the exclamation point.
Dedmon with the block. And here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
1 second left, and Reddish with the slam.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Tie game in Atlanta, and we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the wings, Huerter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Young in at the point, so that's the lineup for Atlanta. Clock is at 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Barton finds Harris. Millsap has the open look. From outside, off the mark. Atlanta's shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
They get it again, and that one's good. Millsap.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now, here's Reddish. Barton defending. Reddish the pass to Capella. 5 to shoot. Here's Huerter, and he banks in the layup. Huerter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Young passes to Capella, out left to the wing. Kicks to Reddish. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Atlanta making a switch here. Hunter's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Murray's checked in for Torrey Craig. Good! And the Hawks lead by 5.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Barton, no luck.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Capella, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
Both free throws good from Capella. The Nuggets trail by 7. Harris outside. Shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Herder, guarded by Harris. Herder passes to Capella, lays it up and banks it in. Capella's got the lead back up to 7 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, credit Herder. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
Pushing it up. And it's Capella missing. For Denver, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And that one's good, Barton.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Young drives in, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Millsap misses. Atlanta leading by 7. Young finds Collins. Back to Young. The pass to Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Porter's checked in for Denver. Here's Murray. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
Herder passes to Young. 1:16 left in the fourth. Fires from deep. And Herder gets it to go. And the Hawks lead by 9.
That's Kevin Herter's bread and butter, where he shot 42% from beyond the arc his sophomore year in college.
To the middle. And Young kicks to Hunter. To the paint. And it's Capella missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Porter passes to Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Offensive rebound. Jokic lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. And stolen by Murray.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Harris. There's the lob for Harris. The putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And Young kicks to Capella, a 15-footer, and the shot is long. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1. Back to Herter. Young outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Brown right side. Inside. It's stolen by Capella. Young outside. Back to Herter. The kick out to Young. Out to the right wing. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Collins trying to break free. Young outside. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Hayward on the wing. Back to Walker. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Oh, good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's good.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. Brown drives in. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Herter, guarded by Walker. Young passes to Capella. He dishes it to Hunter. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's Walker penetrating. It's good.
Well, a big part of what Kemba Walker does that makes him dangerous, scoring off the move. How about that body control, guys?
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Jones comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Here's Herter. To the inside. Dedmon banked in off the glass.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
And Herter gets it to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
For the Hawks, Bruno Fernando comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and DeAndre Bembers subbed in for Kevin Herter. Jones, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Tatum on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
There is a deceptive quickness with Jason Tatum. When he's attacking the basket, it puts the defense in a compromising position.
Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Bembry, guarded by Smart. Here's Fernando. Jones dishes to T, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Wanamaker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Smart passes to Wanamaker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jones finds Teague. Right wing. Now here's Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones in the post. Second chance shot. Here's Fernando. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how he...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Brown, he makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Kanter kicks to Williams. Smart against Jones. Smart misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And Williams is right there.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Stolen by Smart. Round down low. Count the basket. And now just a 3-point Hawks lead. They get a hand on it. Inside. Here's Fernando. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. In the corner, Smart with it. Pass to Wanamaker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Walker subbed in for Marcus Smart. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Boy, Walker can score from 3 levels. Right now, the mid-range doing damage.
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Tatum. Hunter dishes to Capella. Hayward grabs the board. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Boston. Walker's shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Herter passes to Hunter. Back to Herter. And Tatum over to help. Capella with it, now guarded by Tatum. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Hayward. Walker's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And that one's good. Hunter's got 4 points this quarter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, you look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, John Collins, and that'll about...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at center, locking down the middle. Back to Brown. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation. go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. No good on the three.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Hunter dishes to Collins. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Stolen by Walker. Knocked loose. Tatum looking around. Brown wide open, he fires. Boston again missing.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Brown against Young. Hayward on the wing. Back to Brown. Out to Hayward. Fires for three. The three-pointer is right on target. Hayward's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, it's an area that Gordon Hayward has come a long way in. That textbook form when he sets up from range is a thing of beauty.
Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
that is.
Got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Back to Brown. He lobs it up, and Tice throws it down.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Capella, the pass to Hunter. In the corner, Collins with it. Kicks it to Capella. In the corner, Herter with it. Shot clock at 6, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Herter.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy.
The Celtics making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Teague in for Young. Back to Wanamaker. Cantor finds Brown. Takes the 13-footer. And again, it's Boston converting.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him. His pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Collins passes to Teague. And slam dunk by Smart.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Jones is checked in. Williams. Brown, the pass to Williams. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shot's good by Walker.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Bembry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Smart wide open. He fires. Had the space there, but it's offline. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Reddish with the ball. Picked up by Brown.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Walker. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Well, Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Damian Jones. DeAndre Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Reddish the pass to Capella. To the middle. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hunter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Celtics lead by 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the center position. That's the Boston 5.
How confident is Jaylen Brown in his handle? The dribble drive through traffic, really nice.
And taken away by Brown. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Walker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Boy, nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
And Capella sends it back.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Capella with it. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Collins. The 3. Good on the three-point shot.
An improving three-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. And a wide open look for Walker. Boston again missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And Capella sends it back. Here's Herter. He kicks it to Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. Passes it to Capella. Here's Herter. Inside, and stolen by Tatum. Here's Hayward. Lays it up off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown the pass to Tice. The 19-foot shot. Hayward can't hit.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Pass to Hunter. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Tatum. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Capella sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. Outside, Walker. Here's Brown. Hayward on the wing. Outside, Walker. Clock at 6. And here's Tatum for 3. Sinks the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Tipped away. Walker with it. Guarded by Hunter. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Boy, how about Kemba Walker's quick hands, always looking to make a play. Nice.
Capella, the pass to Collins. Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. 1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Hayward. And Walker kicks to Tatum. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Celtics lead by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Boston.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jaylen Brown.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Walker against Young, and Walker kicks to Tatum. Tice passes to Smart, and here's Walker. Hayward on the wing, just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And here were the Boston Celtics arriving earlier. The players of the...
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. And for the Nuggets, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the 1. Now here is Harris. To the paint and stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Harris's shot is good. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Walker. Gary Harris making his last shot. Left side, Walker. Over Murray. Walker's shot is off. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nuggets. Here's Barton. Millsap trying to get open. And a missed layup. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success. A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia, Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Brown jams it in.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Here's Harris. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
Harris kicks to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. And it's Murray penetrating. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And Hayward at the stuff.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
And the shot goes down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Brown. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Brown kicks to Tatum. Brown dishes to Tatum. Back to Brown. Jokic with the steal. One-on-one here. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Harris.
That's what we call waiting room there. I mean, Millsap showing how strong he is finishing through contact.
Walker against Murray. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. And Jokic slams it in.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now, here's Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The Celtics have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Tell you what, Walker is an exceptional scorer. I mean, a clever guard who wreaks havoc with his quickness and ball skills.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Craig passes to Plumlee.
And the big fella, Mason Plumlee, you know, he can start for some teams in this league, but he's been dynamite off the bench for the Nuggets.
Yeah, you take a look at his game, Greg, and defense and rebounding and finishing, all high level. But the one thing that's underrated, but I appreciate a lot, is his passing game. It's come a long way. He does a lot to help you in a reserve role.
For three, Hayward. The shot's good from Cantor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Count that bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
No coverage that time.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Grant in the post. Count that one.
Man, that is almost the perfect arc on that mid-range J from Grant. You can see evidence of the work he's put into improving that jump shot of his.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Porter, Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Craig in at the 2 spot. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. The Nuggets shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Craig, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
The shot that time, not on target. And the Celtics going the other way now. On the wing, Williams. Tatum down low. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Morris. Grant controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Grant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Well, I tell you, I think Grant's athleticism was what allowed him to win out there.
And Williams with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
You got to keep pace with Williams in transition. He's so good at just outworking everybody on the floor.
Here's Craig. And the 3 off target. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter.
Oh my
great
goodness! That was special. An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Now here's Tatum. He has 6.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
They grabbed their own miss.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
Here's Smart. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Here's Cantor. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 4. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Nuggets trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They get it back. Plumlee. Excellent D from Cantor.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's good. 2 points. Smart's got his second bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Back to Morris. Goes up on the block. Good on the bucket.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Celtics leading by 6. In the corner. Tatum with it. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. And the dunk by Grant.
Boy, take a look at the hops of Grant. I mean, really getting up and sending a message with that alley-oop.
Now here's Smart. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Williams. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. And Walker's subbed in for Brad Wanamaker.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Williams. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And, you know, guys, it's really obvious that Jokic wants to keep getting better. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, and I think the sky's the limit. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Here's Brown. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet, officials. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a one possession. Hey.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle.
You know, this is a player who made only 2 3-pointers over the course of his first 4 years in the NBA. That's 2 3-pointers in close to over 300 games. But now, that shot's a big part of what Millsap does.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Boston leading by 3. A shot by Hayward, wide open with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Jokic inside, defended by Tice. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
There's the double team with Walker. Outside for Millsap. In the corner, it's Harris. Here's Barton. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown outside. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Harris with the ball. Jokic against Tatum. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Walker with a clean look. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
And finished off by Porter.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Chalk up 2 there. Walker's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Brown jams it in.
Terrific awareness that time from Walker. Nice job getting his open teammates the rock.
And Jokic slams it in.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Goes up at the stripe. Off the left rim and out. The Nuggets trail by 11. Oh, Morris in position. Stolen by Walker. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. The pull-up. Keeps it alive. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Porter, no luck. Celtics leading by 11. Smart wide open. He fires. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And he gets the bucket.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Walker goes in, and there it is for him. Walker's got 9.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot. Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And the dunk by Brown.
And Brown is quite aggressive. I mean, a masterful penetrator who can take it to defenders when he drives.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Plumlee out there with Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Boston leading by 11. Here's Walker. Rebound by Murray.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from it.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To the wing right side. Here's Wanamaker. Brown outside. And stolen by Barton. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Walker. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And then for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Boston leading by 12. Pass to Tatum. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Barton passes to Murray. It's stolen by Tice. And here we go again. The Celtics in transition. Up the court they go. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Boston?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Bucket is good.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Walker taking his time here. Here's Brown. He doesn't hit that one. Barton with some nice D. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And so it's Boston with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. In the corner, Tatum with it. Outside, Smart. Back to Tatum. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, I like the shoot-first mentality of Tatum, guys. Staying aggressive and keeping constant pressure on the defender.
To the inside. It's Barton on the wing. Defended by Hayward. Harris kicks to Millsap. There's the pass to Jokic. Floats it up for Millsap. Just 3 to shoot. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Hayward passes to Tatum. Fires the 3. Pass to Tice. Outside, Walker. Basket good.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Boston.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
6 to shoot. Shot's good by Walker. And the Celtics lead by 14.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Tice inside. Millsap on him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Morris. Right wing. Outside Millsap. Takes a 3. No good there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.